I would probably say with the interaction with the kids that we work with and the families that we serve, as well as a pastor of a church, right now really it's going to be the employment, the need for jobs for a lot of our young people, parents who have gotten laid off has really been a challenge from my perspective of where I sit.
How can federal government and also just local government too fix this unemployment problem that you see? I
think it is just essential that we make our young people the highest priority as possible. And I believe that's getting our teachers the tools that they need, getting our teachers back into the classrooms, making sure that our schools are equipped to be competitive with other countries alike. And so I think that's a large investment that has to be made. I think that's when you look at Wall Street today and you see a number of the young people that are out there. I think it's young people who are just upset. You know, it's the idea of, you know, the American dream where has it gone? And so I think, you know, if we're really going to be competitive, if we're really going to address the job market, I think we need to, number one, is the education.
What needs to happen starting tomorrow, starting right now, to strengthen the nation's foundation?
It's almost as if we're so busy campaigning. We're so busy in, I almost want to say, corporation and Wall Street having their hands in the pockets of our government, that it's almost now, you know what, the people are secondary when they should have been first. And so my hope and my prayer is that, you know what, we begin to make our people first. We begin to really think about the people who, from our middle class to our poor, to the people who are being cut of Social Security.
If Washington puts people first, how will we see that change here in Fort Wayne?
I think, you know, if Washington does that, and I think that has to be the same example that we have in Fort Wayne. It is our local government making people first. It's our local government taking a look at our various aspects of our different communities and saying, how do we make that happen? How do we create economic development for the Southeast Quadrant? How do we do better to equip our schools and get our teachers back into the classrooms?
So you think you and I and our neighbors, you think we can boost the economy through church and through fellowship?
I think the church, I think the faith-based organizations are being challenged to step up because people are coming to the church. We just can't just sit back with our, you know, in our own church walls, but we got to now come outside the walls. You know, there are people who are hungry. There are kids who are going without clothing or coats or shoes. Winter is coming, you know, and so it causes the church to be what, you know, to be the church. And that's to be the arms and the extension of Christ.
D.C. has created a deficit-cutting commission. Do you feel like the nation's leaders can actually get something accomplished with this commission put together?
My prayer is I hope so. My prayer is I hope so. My prayer is that we put our politics to the side and we say, what is going to take to move this country? What is it going to take? You know, let's put our selfishness to the curb. Let's kick it to the curb, and let's just say, what can we do to address this need? And that's going to take collaborations, and that's going to take give and take on both sides. And I believe my prayer is that that happens.